What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and unfortunately I have to do an angry rant today about a topic that is very close to my heart and something that unfortunately I'm partially involved in, which is that IGN has been accused now of stealing a video. Not just any video, but a review of this game, Dead Cells. So the bad part about this is, unfortunately, I know the reviewer who stole the video, Filip. He's a buddy of mine that goes back for years, and that's part of what's so difficult about this entire rant to me and about this entire situation is I've known this guy. We've spoken privately about the stress he's under at IGN and the things he does in his day-to-day job. But first and foremost, I am a reviewer. I am a person whose job is to beat games and be honest about the goods and the bads. I take my job very seriously. I consider it the entire reason I'm on YouTube at all is because I feel like it is my duty to actually beat games and tell you if they're worth your buck or if there's something you need to pass on. Even if I don't get a review copy of something, I spend my own cash a lot of times to make sure that I can have that content out there for you and make sure that if anything, I draw you towards projects that deserve your attention or away from complete dumpster fires. Now that sounds like it's really easy, but it's something that I literally lose sleep about sometimes because I want to make sure it's perfect. I mean, in an average video, just a typical review can take 30 to 60 hours because I'm finishing the game, writing a very in-depth script to try and copy down all my different thoughts about movement, controls, story, graphics. Then I have to record, which takes about 2 hours. Once I have all the audio recorded, then I need to edit the video I've recorded while beating the game and the audio into one seamless giant thing. That takes about 3 hours. Then I have to Photoshop a thumbnail and upload it. So in general, I'm not complaining. I'm saying that I actually love this job because I take that stuff very seriously. I think that each step of the process has its own very heavy importance. I need to play good enough that the gameplay looks sharp and is an accurate representation of what the gameplay will be like if you buy it. When I'm writing about it, I need to make sure that I'm conveying my facts as truly as possible to make sure that if you're going to buy this, you understand how does the leveling system work? What is going to happen if I throw myself off this ledge? I am trying to inform you as much as humanly possible in like a 10-minute video. But here's the thing, I love my job because I take it seriously. If I rushed it or just threw out random stuff, I feel like it wouldn't matter to me. And that's part of the reason where I feel very angry on behalf of Boomstick Gaming because his video is fantastic. He did a review that is very well thought out. His word usage, in general, so much of the points he makes are fantastic. Honestly, I didn't have a chance to review Dead Cells, and while I did play it and it's a good game, honestly, his review is so good, I feel like I don't need to review it now because he did it so expertly. But when you watch his review and the IGN review side by side, there are far too many similarities to think that this is just mere coincidence. Certain sentences are directly taken and lifted and put in the IGN review. Words and word usage you're not going to typically see, like, this is a roguelike that provides you with a labyrinth of different options that are punctuated by a big boss fight. Nobody is going to form a sentence like that by accident twice, especially not days apart. That is a very specific term. Using labyrinth-like and talking about punctuating each area with a boss fight, that's not something you're going to say off the cuff. If you put 100 people in a room and they're all typing on typewriters, you're not going to come up with that same result within the same day without them looking at each other's keyboards. That's my whole thing with this that just is melting my brain, is that stealing a review, it happens. I'll be honest, I have certainly seen people who have very clearly watched my videos and then regurgitated a lot of my talking points. But at least even they had the respect to try and change it up, switching adjective usage or at least trying to put their own flavor on top of what are essentially my foundational thoughts. In that case, it's like, okay, that pisses me off, but I'm not even going to bother calling them out because they're at least trying to morph it slightly. What Filip apparently did is far beyond that. This is something that's just crazy to me, and I am thankful that IGN themselves is taking these accusations seriously. They have officially removed the review, and if you go to the website, there's now just a statement that says, due to the allegations, we have temporarily removed this so we can investigate. I actually think that that's pretty cool because I've definitely seen times where big websites are attacked by fans for a specific situation and they just ignore it, where they're just like, okay, people are going to be mad about it, the comment section is going to be a complete dumpster fire for a short time, but it'll eventually burn out and we can move on. But here, they're really slowing things down and wanting to talk to Filip, probably talking to Boomstick Gaming, and then doing side-by-side comparisons to make sure, is this close enough to count as plagiarism? Because plagiarism itself is a very specific thing. It is actually a term referring to not just copying work, but copying a certain amount of work, of going beyond reference and into the realm of mimicry. Now, I want to be serious for a moment here and just tell you about the fact that my very raw, honest thoughts is that I am sad about all this because I trust Filip to a good degree. I've spoken to him many times in private, and something he's told me about that's supposed to be off the record that I'm going to kind of just hint at now is that he has been under a tremendous amount of pressure while working at IGN. It is a job that is 80-hour-a-week gig. You're there from you're awake, there when you're asleep. You're basically working while you're dreaming, and some people can't handle it. The fact that this accusation is out there, if this is true, and Filip did steal the review, I think that he can't cut it. That's something that I hate to say it, but Filip, I love you, man, but this is a betrayal. I'm going to use that term because I'm sorry. A reviewer's only job, in my opinion, is to be clear, concise, and honest. They come to us to make sure we are the ones who are trying to beat the games that they might be on the fence about. They come to us to hear a very I'll be honest with you, I'm pissed. I'm trying to conceal my anger, but at this point, I'm going to be all out about it. Stealing a review is messed up. I have edited videos at like 3 a.m. till I had a headache. So bad I thought my nose was going to bleed, and I still finished it because I knew that my fans and my subscribers needed those facts. There have been so many times where I managed to be the first person in the world to put a video up because I cared the most. Where I understood that if I managed to stay awake for like 30 hours straight, I could beat a game, write the script, record the audio, chop it up, and render it before anybody else on the planet. And you know why I do that? It's not for some giant paycheck because I don't earn that much. It's not because I want billions of views because I don't get those. It's because I think my job is important. I wake up and I look in the mirror and I brush my teeth and I go, I am a reviewer. Now, I'm sure you think that's cheesy or something, but I'm being dead serious, which is the fact that I take my job very seriously because I know that you people do. The amount of times that I've been stopped by fans at conventions and stuff and they say, oh man, I loved this line in this review, and I still remember writing it on a piece of paper because I took the time to do it right. That's so important to me. That is the entire reason I've been doing this for years. It's not for free games. It's not to be like internet famous. It's that I think reviewing is a very, very serious job that not everyone can handle. Being able to remove yourself and objectively look at a game, even one that you have so much hype about, and see it through eyes without bias is a very difficult battle. It's something that I wake up and try and actually focus on every single day is be better, improve, figure out what you can do next. What's a project people want to hear about? How can I get a great indie game and give it the light that it needs? These are aspects of my job that just sit in my mind at all times because it's what I need to do in order to grow as a person and grow as a creator. So stealing any of that love, stealing any of that passion is a bridge too far. I'm gonna hold off my final judgment because we still don't know if all this is correct. It could somehow, by investigation, turn out to be a weird coincidence, but as it stands now, I am officially aggravated. This is it's too much. What are your thoughts on this, though? Do you think that IGN did steal the video? And just do me a favor, tell me one of your favorite reviews in the comments down below, or one of your favorite videos, because honestly, I want some positivity in a situation that doesn't have a really positive aspect to it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like, share with your friends, and please subscribe if you haven't already. But me, I'm gonna go and, I don't know, try and do something a little bit happier. Thanks so much for watching, and keep dreaming. And I'm being serious about this. Play Dead Cells. It is a very good game, and let's really kind of acknowledge the fact that, unfortunately, they're now going to be in the middle of a big, huge mess, and they're going to come out unscathed, but their game is fantastic. In all of this mess, they deserve this attention. Oh, hey. I was just playing a little bit of Grand Theft Auto on my Darth Vader PSP. Are you curious what I'm going to come out with next? Well, if you click this button, you'll be subscribed to be the first to know. Also, if you click over here and here, you can see my latest review and my latest top 10. I promise, it was super good. Or it was really bad and I'm sure you can just make fun of me in the comments. Either way, it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching.